Okay, welcome. Natasha, can you hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, excellent. Good evening and welcome everyone. My name is Sarah Crawford and I am the Religion and Family Life Academic Consultant, as well as the Early Years Lead. I'm very excited to be doing this evening as I am a former kindergarten educator, if any of you remember me from my last session. So the earliest learners tend to be something I'm extremely passionate about. I also would like to introduce my colleague, Natasha Watkins, who oversees childcare at DCDSB. So she'll give you a little wave on the camera. We also tonight have many of our community partners. You will meet them as we progressively go through this webinar this evening, and you'll get names and phone numbers and information. Full day kindergarten is designed to give your child a stronger start in school and in life as a whole by providing some cases. In some cases, there are 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and 5-year-olds with engaging inquiry and play-based learning. It is a program that happens during the day, and children are involved in a variety of learning activities to help them investigate, problem solve, collaborate, under the guidance of an educator team, which would include a teacher and an early child educator. So full day kindergarten will also help your 3, in some cases 4 and 5-year-olds get ready for grade 1. Tonight we'll be discussing the many community childcare partners as well as our local community partners and what they have to offer you and your families. So thank you again for everyone who joined us this evening. Just a friendly reminder that tonight's Zoom will be recorded, as other parents and guardians may want to use this as a resource if they were unable to attend this evening. It will be found on the Durham Catholic District School Board website. And if you would like to review, perhaps you may find some information throughout the night that you want to attain, and you can go back to our actual Durham Catholic District School Board website and you'll be able to view this. So before we begin tonight's information night, I kindly ask if you have any special intentions that may be dear in your heart that you wish to share before opening prayer. You can certainly unmute yourself or even share in the chat box. Okay, with no further ado, we'll begin with the sign of our faith. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God Almighty, we ask for healthy, thriving relationships between communities. We pray different cultures will be able to understand and care for one another in our neighborhoods. We pray that the diversity of your people will be celebrated by all neighbors, just as you affirm and love each one of us. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And at this time, I'd like to respectfully acknowledge that we here in the Durham region are on the lands of the Mississauga of Scugog Island. We acknowledge the generations of wise men and women, the story keepers and tellers who have gone before us.
Thank you, Sarah. Once again, thank you everyone for coming this evening. We just wanted to do a brief agenda for tonight. So as you know, my colleague Sarah introduced herself. My name is Natasha Watkins. You also may have seen me in previous Zoom sessions that we're holding at the Durham Catholic District School Board. I'm part of the Academic Services Department, and I support the registered early childhood educators in the kindergarten classrooms, as well as the before and after care, as well as community programs that we may have, and also helping the consultants if any of them need help in regards to some support with our teaching teams in the kindergarten classrooms. This evening, we are very lucky to have Waterview Childcare Center that will be presenting. We also have the Ymca. We also have Fairy Glen Childcare, Kids Campus Childcare, Pride Learning Centers, Inc. We also have representation from our libraries in our community here in Durham. We have the Boys and Girls Club, and we also have the Early On programs. So all of them are definitely here to present their information. And at the end, they will also be here to answer any questions that you may have. So we'll start the presentation with the before and after school program offered by Waterview Childcare Center, which is located in our Philip Coffey Catholic School. It will be presented by Claire Henson. She is the assistant supervisor of their programs.
Thank you, Letitia. Hello, everybody. As Letitia had mentioned, I am Claire from Waterview Childcare Center, and back in 2017, we developed a partnership with the Durham Catholic School Board and opened a before and after school center at Monsieur Philip Coffey, which is located on Oxford Street in Oshawa, Ontario. A little bit about the mission of Waterview is to provide the highest standard of childcare in which individuals' children's needs will be nurtured through building their confidence and self-esteem. Waterview has incorporated the Early Learning for Every Child Today, the ELECT document, along with the Ontario Pedagogy for Early Learning to provide the high quality programs and experiences that promote the health, safety, nutrition, and well-being of all children. At Waterview, we support the children to achieve the following goals and meet the expectations for program building in the 4 foundations for health, growth, and development, along with the belonging, well-being, engagement, and expression. We are a nonprofit organization, and we are licensed for 55 children in our before and after school program. This includes for 26 kindergarten children and 29 primary and junior school age children. Our ages go up from 44 months to 13 years. We have qualified staff employed with us. They have their certified first aid, CPR, and they are constantly engaged in ongoing learning and are constantly collaborating to create the best learning environment for your children. So our morning program, we do, as you can see on the screenshot, which you can take a screenshot of or visit our website at www.waterviewchildcarecenter.com for more information on there. But as you can see, we open at 7 a.m. in the morning and run to 8:55. That is when school does begin. And in the afternoon, the bell there rings at 3:25 and we're on till 6 o'clock on that. On non-instructional days, we do run a full day program from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. We do provide a healthy morning and afternoon snack that is all in accordance with the Canadian Food Guide, and we are a peanut-free organization also. We do offer just mornings or just afternoons or a before and after program. So we do have the flexibility to accommodate your needs in any ways that you may have that way. We do provide an outdoor time in the afternoon also for the children to go out and explore outside. Many activities are offered. There's science, there's art, there's sensory, there's creative. Everything is done on a daily basis, and the children will use the children's interests and ideas to allow the children to explore with the world around them. If you want to see the rates, you can go on the website also and see that. The number is listed down there, or my email at chenson@bellnet.ca. And that is about everything I have for Waterview, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Claire. So our next community partner that we have is the before and after school programs that are offered by the Ymca. Today we do have Stacy Stevenson, that is the supervisor of the extended day programs. So she will be the one taking us through the next few slides. As mentioned already, you can definitely write down the information, take a screenshot if you need this information, and please wait momentarily while I unshare my screen so Stacy can share her screen.
Thank you, Natasha.
No problem. Let me just see how I do this.
I think I might be able to stop yours.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay.
I'm trying to get out.
Okay. Thank you so much for being patient. The Zoom is all new for all of us. Okay, so I'm going to start you off with a little video. Just make sure that you can hear okay.
Oh, to see the world through the eyes of a child. A world of infinite curiosity and endless possibility, where every day is an opportunity to learn something new, where dreams are drawn in crayon, where shared giggles transform into best friends forever. A place to shine. At the YMCA, it's how we see the world too, and why our child care centers have introduced safety measures, ensuring a safer experience for everyone. Shine on with the Y.
Okay, just get out of there. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, guys.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sherry from.
We could do some exercise with the YMCA as well, I suppose, but that is most certainly why we're not why we're here. There we go. Can everybody see that okay? Natasha?
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. So thank you so much for welcoming me and inviting me to this. We're always so excited to welcome our kindergartens in the fall, and we're deep in preparation for that. So just a few things about the YMCA. So the YMCA, our before and after school programs use two curriculums. One for our 0 to 6, so in this case 3.8 to 6 is our YMCA Playing to Learn. So the YMCA is here to help your child discover the world through play and imagination. Our YMCA Playing to Learn curriculum offers children an opportunity to develop their confidence, self-direction, and self-regulation. Using play as the primary learning medium, children are introduced to literacy, numeracy, arts, science, and more, while in our care to ensure a smooth transition into primary school. Our curriculum aligns beautifully with How Does Learning Happen and the ELECT framework, and that your child will be participating in during the core day. Our small group ratios for kindergarten children is 1 to 13. Our YMCA Place to Connect is for our school agers, and so that's designed for our children through grades 1 to 6. We have a ratio of 1 to 15, and that program is the children are engaged with registered ECEs to create program plans based on children's interests. We have 45 minutes of daily physical activity in safe, healthy environments. We provide programs, opportunities for leadership development and helping children learn through some new skills, and opportunities for homework assistance. It's a fun, club-like environment that promotes a sense of belonging with opportunities for children to discover more about themselves and their community. Our AM and PM snacks are catered through our Wholesome Kids Catering Company. They're healthy and yummy snacks, and they are both morning and afternoon. Screening, so what you can expect is COVID-19 has certainly changed our world, but at the YMCA we've adjusted. We've enhanced our cleaning practices. Our staff all wear the required PPE and continue to create a safe environment for children and staff. So you'll be expected to complete a COVID-19 online screening prior to coming, and there is a secondary screening process prior to entering. Safety is definitely our first priority, and we appreciate families being patient during this process. So this is just a look at one of our kindergarten classrooms. Things look a little different right now as we spread the children out a little bit and reduce kind of the shared toys. Lots of extra cleaning of toys and equipment are happening throughout the day, but all of our activities and things like that are still solely based on those children's interests. There's a school age classroom. So as you can see, stretched out, allowing lots of room for social distancing, but lots of fun activities going on for the children. Outdoor play is such an important part of our program. Children in our before and after school programs will go outside for a minimum of 45 minutes of outdoor play in the afternoon, weather permitting. And with opportunities for both free play and play and cooperative games, children continue to develop their gross motor skills and engage in meaningful outdoor experiences. These are all of our locations in the Durham Catholic District School Board. And I have put up our YMCA website as well so that you can find out some more information. So you can search locations, inquire about childcare availability. You can learn about our curriculum, access our parent handbooks, and learn about all the great summer programs that will be happening at the YMCA. And thank you so much for having me. I'm just going to stop share for you, Natasha.
Thank you, Stacy.
No problem. Thank you.
I will try to get my screen back up.
Perfect.
Is everything okay? Do you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
There you go.
All right. If my memory is correct, the next one that we'll present in will be the Fairy Glen Childcare Center. Rebecca Smith is here. She is the program manager of the organization. As mentioned in previous slides, you can definitely take a screenshot, but as we've all mentioned, all the information will be posted on our website as well as our YouTube channel. So I will just take a moment to unshare, so then Rebecca will be able to share.
I think I might be able to stop your sharing here as well, Natasha. There we go. Okay, so thank you for having me here, and thank you, Natasha. My name is Rebecca Smith, and I'm the program manager for Fairy Glen Daycare. So I'm here tonight to provide you with some information about Fairy Glen's before and after school programs, as well as our partnerships with the Durham Catholic District School Board. So we currently have 2 locations with the Durham Catholic District School Board, and they're St. Teresa Catholic School in Whitby and St. Anne Catholic School in North Oshawa. So Fairy Glen has I'm just going to move this here. Fairy Glen has a fully integrated facility that supports an anti-bias curriculum, both indoors and outdoors, by exposing competent and capable children to positive learning experiences within their developmental levels. We lead an experienced team of RECEs and support staff to implement Fairy Glen's philosophies and value goals in many different ways. We also endeavor to provide a comfortable and nurturing and safe environment that supports both active and quiet play. So you'll see here a few of our valued goals within our programs. And if you would like to read more about our program statement and our goals, please do visit our website, which was posted a little bit earlier with Natasha, and I'll also have it at the end of the slideshow here. So the vision for the early learning in the early years is that children and families are well supported through a system of responsive, high quality, accessible, and increasingly integrated early year programs and services that contribute to healthy child development. Fairy Glen and other childcare programs are able to support this vision through a variety of ways. So our before and after school programs provide a seamless day for children and prepare them for a journey of lifelong learning. We deliver a centralized service to children and families within our school communities. As well, through working collaboratively and building partnerships with the community, we support optimal growth and development for the children. Our programs are driven by the 4 foundations of how does learning happen, which was mentioned a little bit earlier as well. They're belonging, well-being, engagement, and expression. And as you can see, the 4 frames of kindergarten, they grow out and extend from these 4 foundations. They're designed to support the way that children learn naturally through play and inquiry, regardless of age, ability, culture, language, geography, or setting. Just like the school boards, childcare programs are guided through the Ministry of Education, and we must adhere to required legislation. So the Durham Region childcare operators, we are required to meet the expectations of governing bodies, such as the Childcare and Early Years Act, Durham Public Health Regulations, the Durham Region Operating Criteria. As well, we adhere to provincially mandated acts such as the Fire Prevention and Protection Act and the COVID-19 operational guidelines. So combined, these legislations allow us to deliver high quality programs and be focused on supporting the children and families within our communities. There are many benefits to children participating in before and after school programs. Through complementary teams and partnerships, we have been able to foster a seamless transition throughout the day through consistent routines with both school and childcare. This helps to create a sense of belonging within the environment for the children. We collaborate with the schools to create a shared space environment that inspires a sense of community and encourages the children's natural curiosities and deepens their thinking. So our programs and activities that the children participate in are guided by the children's interests, and our teams allow the children to explore their interests and provide them with the tools and the materials to extend learning in all curriculum areas based on the ELECT document, which is a framework for Ontario's early childhood settings, and the How Does Learning Happen. So I know it was a little bit quick, but thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about Fairy Glen. And if you are interested in learning more about our organization, our enrollment options, the timings of our centers, please do visit our website, or you can always give our head office a call. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. So I'm going to share my screen again. And I've put it on the Kid Campus, and I will
Alrighty. Hi, everyone. As it says, I am Kelly. I am the site supervisor at our Kids Campus St. Marguerite DeVille location. We are in Whitby. We're normally on Michael Boulevard, but right now we are teamed up at St. John the Evangelist as our school was being rebuilt. We are on track, I believe, and ready to open for September, which is super exciting. So for the time being, we are 1 block over at St. John's, but normally we will be on Michael Boulevard, which is in Whitby. So this is an outline of what our morning program looks like. So as of right now, we also do have a screening process due to COVID-19. So what happens is everybody, every family has an assigned drop-off and pick-up time that the family has chosen and what works for their schedule. So when they arrive, they let us know that we're there, and it is normally myself. I will meet you at the door. We do the screening process, we do temperatures, and then we come in for the morning once everyone has arrived. We open at 6:30, as it says. There's open invitational table play for all the children. Morning snack is normally served about 7:15 to 7:30. We are also with the Wholesome Food Catering, which was mentioned earlier. And just like they said, it is amazing, nutritional, and yummy snacks. The kids love it, which is great. 8 o'clock, we get ready to go outside, and we're outside from 8 to 8:20. We have a very early bell. So the first bell goes at 8:05 and the teachers come out, and then at 8:20 they go to school. And then in the afternoon, we pick up the kids. So we have one teacher that will pick up the kinders, and then we have another teacher who meets the school agers outside in their designated spot. The children who did not attend in the morning will get screened by myself, and then we start off outside. So from 2:50 till about 3:30, 4 o'clock, depending on the children's interest and if they would like to stay outside. Like today, it was gorgeous. Then we come inside, get everybody ready and get bags put away. We have snack. And then for the portion of the afternoon, we have the small group play and the table activities. We have our science experiments, our group experiments, and stuff like that. And then, like I said, all the parents have different pickup times now. So one by one, all the children will start to go, and end of the night pretty much. And as mentioned as well before, so these are the 4 foundations that we focus on at Kids Campus: belonging, engagement, expression, and well-being. They are from the How Does Learning Happen document. And it is the core following of what our curriculum is based on. So this is a copy just of the menu. So it's based off a rotational week. There's a week 1 and 3 and week 2 and 4. So as you can see, this is one of our weeks here. Normally the kids are encouraged to self-serve, but due to COVID-19, the catering company is sending us everything individually wrapped and packaged. So all the children are just doing their own food for the time being. These are our fees. So these are the ones for the kindergarten break, or kindergarten age. At the bottom, you'll notice there's a March break and winter break fee. We do run full day programs for March break, winter break, MPA days. And in the summer, we run a summer program as well. It is also the $195 weekly. So it's under the March break and winter break rate. We offer AM care, PM care, one or the other. We do both. We can do scheduled care. Whatever works for your needs. And those are the school age fees. So a bit of a difference there. And then the same thing, the March break and winter break can be found at the bottom. So this is all the contact information. The head office number is there, but the site contact is myself. So that's our cell phone number there, as well as our email. Our website has all of our information there with COVID policies, our program statement, our philosophy, our goals, everything can be found there. I only had 5 minutes tonight, so I really just wanted to get as much in as I could. And that, I believe, is pretty much it for us. So thank you.
Thank you so much. So our next presenter is from Pride Learning Centers, Inc. This information will be presented by Patricia Jameson. So please just take a screenshot. But as I had mentioned, for those that want information, we can definitely stay on at the end of the presentation and go over certain slides if you would like that as well. So I will unshare. Or try to unshare. There we go, to give Patricia a chance to share.
Patricia, just remember to unmute yourself.
Come on.
Sometimes you have to double click. That's what I did. Might work.
There you go. Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome. So my name is Patricia Jameson, and I am one of 3 program managers that works for Pride Learning Centers, which stands for Professional Reliable Youngsters Development Enrichment. Pride Learning Centers provides a stimulating, nurturing environment for each child. Sorry, I had to take photos of my notes. But anyways, it's all being shared there, so it's all good.
Patricia?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, but your screen is not being shared. So you may want to just click on your PowerPoint.
Oh, what happened here? Okay, wait.
That's okay. So I think you just need to click on it and it should show up.
I have clicked on it and it's still not showing up.
Okay, so
See if I can do this again.
yeah, just unshare your screen and then try it again. There you go. Good job.
On now? Yay. Okay.
Yep. Perfect.
So sorry, I apologize for that. So Pride Learning Centers again, which stands for Professional Reliable Youngsters Development Enrichment. Pride Learning Centers provide stimulating, nurturing environments for each child. All children are children first, regardless of their ethnic background, cultural differences, and developmental needs. The program will enhance the child's level of development. Every child is unique and has individual interests. With this in mind, our efforts are directed towards enhancing each child's development and increasing his or her sense of worth. So servicing families across Durham region, Pride currently has 8 locations in Ajax, 2 locations in Whitby, 1 location in Oshawa, 1 in Newcastle, and 1 in Uxbridge. And our programs are designed to facilitate growth in all areas of a child's development. Our curriculum delivers a hands-on approach that allows children to learn and explore through play-based activities. Through a team approach of registered early childhood educators and the assistant, it is essential that the curriculum is fun and challenging, which in turn provides meaningful learning experiences. So here we have some photos that we wanted to share with regards to what our classroom setups look like with regards to, I guess, COVID style, as we're not allowed to currently have carpeting in any of our programs. So they've been removed, but then we also have another photo to our, I don't know if it's the left or the right of your screen, it's a calming space for children, and that's over at St. Catherine's. We have invitations to play that we have set up. So ways of invitations are set up to, we're set up activities, we're learning experiences in classrooms that provoke thinking, questions, interests for the children. And invitations to play should look exciting and interesting to catch the children's attention. So as you can see, we have some photos from different sites, our St. James, St. Francis de Sales, and St. Joseph Oshawa. How Does Learning Happen is a form that bases our program. So at Pride Learning Centers, we believe that children are naturally curious and learn through their unique interests. Sorry, I just need to find my screenshot for this one again. I don't think I have that. Okay, so our goal is to teach children how to become critical thinkers, competent and capable problem solvers, and provide them with the tools to help them be rich in potential and have success in school while providing quality nurturing programs. Through emerging curriculum, children are engaged in activities that foster literacy, numeracy, communication, social, emotional, and physical development. So our program is based on How Does Learning Happen? We reference the ELECT. Of course, as everybody else has mentioned, we all are mandated by the ministry and have guidelines that we are required to follow. And then just moving down the screen here, I wanted to go back. So here's some gross motor activities at our St. Bernadette's and St. Francis location, where we do set up a lot of different activities for the children outside. When the weather doesn't allow for outdoor, we do tend to use and have opportunities to have activities set up in the gym for the children. Then we also have at St. Bernard and our St. Mark locations, different ways that we document, as part of our process for How Does Learning Happen, and our program is documenting observations, taking photos of the children, expanding on their learning, setting up and looking at different ways that we can extend those learning experiences. And of course, we'd love to display what the children are doing so parents have access to seeing it, reading it, giving back some feedback, and same as for the children, that they're able to recognize what is posted, what is some of the work that they've created and done. This is how learning happens at our St. Josephine Bakita location. So they've had a mad scientist day where the children were able to be scientists and be engaged in a variety of different activities. Over at our St. Francis of Assisi in our Newcastle location, a lot of parent engagement is posted on our windows and doors, as right now with COVID, parents not allowed to come into the child care center, so they're greeted by the screener in the morning or the person that's running at night that's escorting their child to them. So a lot of the conversations are happening between themselves and that person. Sometimes it's not always the staff or educators in the classroom, but we do allow for a lot of parent engagement, a lot of feedback. So we do post a lot of information. We do have like a Remind app where we do send photos of children engaged in activities, what's happening within the programs, reminders for parents. We send out newsletters. We have portfolios that we work on. So there is a lot of different ways that we still try to keep our parents interacted and engaged within our organization. We do tours, and those tours obviously are done through Zoom, so it's virtual, so we can take you around the child care center and kind of give you some inside information as to what the programs look like and how things are set up. And then for more information, you can contact our head office. We will direct you to the right location that you may have your child registered for school. We also have our website for more detailed information. Our hours of operation are between 7 and 6 p.m. We do operate on non-school days. PA days sometimes may be joined with a different location at a full site, depending on the enrollment. We do provide summer camp care. So there's a lot of fun, exciting things. So please check us out. And if you have more inquiries, you want to know more about our fees, more detailed information about a particular site, just give us a call at our head office and we'll all be ready to help you out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patricia. So as you can see, before we go to the next slides, the team here just wanted to show to all the parents that logged in that definitely our before and after school programs does have mandates by the Ministry of Education. So similar to what's going on in kindergarten classrooms, we do work with the How Does Learning Happen and the ELECT. So very important documents to support children's growth, support children's learning, and the collaborative piece of working together to follow a child's interests, make it fun while they're learning at the same time. So I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm going to go to the next slide, which is our public library. So throughout the course of our Zoom sessions that Sarah and I have been hosting, there have been feedback from parents that they would like to know about before and after care programs, but they also want to know about other programs happening in the community. So the slides from here on are other things that are happening in our community here in Durham. So we do have Allison that will be representing the public libraries in the 7 municipalities of Durham region. Her contact information is on the screen. So as mentioned in previous slides, you can take a picture, but our information will be posted on our YouTube page, as well as our website for Durham Catholic District School Board. Welcome, Alice. Allison?
Unmute. Good evening, everyone, all the Durham Catholic families. Thank you for inviting me to speak tonight on behalf of your neighborhood public libraries. I am a community engagement librarian for Oshawa Public Libraries. And in the past, I would be coming to your home school, one of the 11 Catholic elementary schools in the Oshawa area, for your Welcome to Kindergarten registration events and to talk about library programs. But now virtually, I have a different opportunity to share with you, and I appreciate this. So thank you, Ms. Watkins and Ms. Crawford, for letting me come tonight. So there are 7 different libraries in the Durham Catholic area, and each one is funded by their municipality. So each one does offer different collections, different resources, different services. But I can say that all of us support early literacy and learning, and also leisure, because we do like to have fun in the library. And all of that is written into our strategic plans. So I challenge all the families, reach out to your local public library and see what is offered there. At Oshawa, we have 4 branches to serve you. It's best right now, especially to check our website for hours and or phone, because during the red zone right now, we are open to the public to browse with reduced occupancy and with strict safety protocols in place. So if you borrow items, when they are returned, we quarantine them for at least 3 days before they are checked in. And so far, we've been successful with these procedures. You can also book appointments for curbside pickup if you prefer. Also, if you don't want to come in right now, you can register for an online card, which gives you access to all our free online resources without ever leaving your home. So you just want to check our website, OSHLib, OSH for Oshawa, Lib for library, oshlib.ca, or check the website of your local public library. As for getting ready for kindergarten, we have specific resources and advice. So of course we have books. That is our bread and butter. Now children learn best by doing, and they love doing things with you. So families, try to make reading an everyday activity. Show your child the print on the page, practice the alphabet, emphasize the different sounds that letters can make. These are all part of pre-reading skills. And so we encourage you to read as much as possible. And of course, at the libraries, we have board books, picture books, talking books. We have leveled readers specifically for kindergarten. We also have fun beginner science books, cookbooks, craft books, so many different beginner choices. Now, we also have programs. Right now, all our programs at the library are virtual. Several mornings per week, we have a family story times that are live on Facebook that are fun for the preschoolers. You don't need a Facebook account to view it. So, and if you do join in live, you can reach out to us in the chat, and our storytime leaders try to read the names and do a shout out to your child, say hello. But if you can't join them live, that's okay. We post them on our Facebook page archive, and so you can view them later. The leaders practice early literacy skills, and they include songs and rhymes. We also have a virtual kindergarten program, we call it, for pre-kindergarten, and that gives kids a chance in pre-K to practice their online listening skills in a very small virtual classroom setting. So you can check that out in our program guide. We also run, in keeping with the evening, we also run after school programs. So once again, check the website for more details. And while you're online, don't forget to check out all our free apps and databases that we have. Lots of them for kids, ebooks for kids. We've got the animated picture books, Tumble Book, Pebble Go, World Book for kids. Lots of different choices of ebooks for kids. And this summer, don't forget to sign up for the TD Summer Reading Club, something that's run right across Canada every year. You just keep reading all summer long and you get rewards. Registration for that will start in June. So I covered a lot of information, and you probably can't remember it all, but I did post a presentation on YouTube, and the link is on the slide. So jot that down if you need to refresh what I've talked about tonight. So I just want to say thank you for letting me speak, and have fun getting ready for kindergarten.
Thank you so much. That was great. So we'll go to our next slide. So also a community partner that's out there in our Durham region is the Boys and Girls Club of Durham. So we do have 2 individuals, 2 professionals, Elizabeth Ann, as well as Bobby Joe, from various units that will describe their program. And they will be here at the end if you have any questions as well.
Okay, I think that'll be me who starts. Bobby Jo Riel. I'm the Director of Children and Youth Recreation Programs for the Boys and Girls Club out of our Northview unit, which is run out of the Northview Community Center. Um, we don't have Elizabeth here with us tonight. We have Carolyn O'Neill, who is the school coordinator for our after school programs. And she's going to speak to you briefly. At the Boys and Girls Club, we kind of tag team all the time. So I'm going to pass it over to her. And then when she's done sharing, then she'll pass it back to me and I'll wrap it up. So take it away, Carolyn.
Thanks, Bobby Jo. It's so nice to be here with everyone today. Thanks for having us. So at the Boys and Girls Club, we provide a safe and supportive place where children can experience new opportunities, develop confidence, and skills for life. So in partnership with the Catholic School Board, we have 3 locations. St. Thomas Aquinas in Oshawa, St. John Evangelist in Whitby, and St. James Catholic School in Ajax. So we do offer an after-school program that runs for 3 hours. So by the time the bell rings, which varies at each school, 3 hours after the bell rings. And we are a recreation-based program. So our program activity leaders who run our programs create wonderful and creative activities and games for our members to participate in every day. We also offer a healthy snack as soon as program starts after the long school day, every day. And we also offer homework help during our after school program. We do active games. So we try for an hour to keep the kids active at least. We utilize all the spaces that were provided by the school and love to use outdoor play to get the kids moving and get them active, as well as cooperative-based activities to build teamwork and team play. And then finally, we do crafts, lots of crafts. We love to be creative at the Boys and Girls Club. And we also offer virtual programs for our members. Some of them are during the after school hours and some of them are during the evenings. So there's lots of opportunity and lots of fun for children to access with the Boys and Girls Club after school program. So I am going to pass it back to Bobby Jo, but in regards to our fees, you can go on our website. It's a very affordable price for families to access our after school program, and you can find that information on our website or you can give us a call. But I'll give it back to Bobby Jo for some final remarks.
Thanks, Carolyn. I know that you might have been a little bit muffled, so I hope that everybody understood what you said or heard anything. And I think it was a little bit of a technical thing. So if there was anything that you missed and you have questions, you can put it in the chat or ask us at the end. One question did come up in the chat about school age, just 6-year-olds and up, or do we take 4- and 5-year-olds? Yes, we do offer programming for 4- and 5-year-olds. We call them our rookies. So the Boys and Girls Club is an accredited agency with High Five through Parks and Recreation, which is a quality standard that focuses on healthy child development. And they have also spread their program to include 4- and 5-year-olds. So we have been accredited for over 6 years, and we do our best to provide the best quality of care and programming for children from 4 to 18. We focus on friends, caring adults, participation, play, and mastery. And the children have a really great time and experience fun and recreation when they come to the after school program. We also offer summer camps. We've done a lot of virtual programming and we're still running virtual programming now on top of our in-house programs within the schools. And all of our programs are age appropriate, so they are divided into age groups, and they're strength-based programs. So all the programs are based on the needs and the strengths of the group. Anything else? If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. We didn't come with slides. I'm sorry. We do have lots of information on our website, and you can see our contact information on the screen. Feel free to give me a call at any time. I'd be happy to answer any questions about the programs that we have for rookies and older siblings. thank you again for inviting us, and we look forward to seeing you all.
Thank you so much, ladies. Our slide here now is our early on program. We do have Leanne that will be talking about the next 2 slides.
Thank you, Natasha, and thank you, Sarah, for inviting me tonight. I want to thank you, everybody, for sticking around to the end and waiting for me to finish up for the evening. I'm just going to, I will make it brief because I know that it's late and I know that people are ready to finish up their own evening. I'm going to talk a little bit about our early on programs. So early on programs are free programs that are for children 0 to 6 years of age. They are primarily virtual right now. However, as of March 15th, we will be moving into parks across Durham region where we will be offering outdoor programs. Those programs are required to be registered. We are funded by the Ministry of Education and therefore go by those guidelines. So you would be required to register for those programs. The calendar that it's up right now is our March calendar. The programs that you're seeing on this particular slide are all of our programs that you can just join at any time. No registration required. They are virtual and you can just join at any time. The programs that include everything from our focus on infants, baby and me yoga, as well as our infant massage, right up to preschool, and then our kindergarten readiness programs, which will start in May. You can just go to the next slide if you'd like, Natasha. This is just some of the parks that we will be visiting at. The park programs, again, I just want to remind families that we would love for you to join us. However, they are a registered program. That is a requirement during COVID that all programs are registered. So they're registered through our website. You can also, we also have other programs that we're offering. So that includes our Early On at Home. Early On at Home is a program plan for a full week of activities that's sent to your email each Monday morning, and it's specifically for children that are 0 to 6, and you can register for that at earlyon.durham@ymcagta.org. I know that's a lot. I will make sure that Natasha has that information so she can include it. And we also have our Google Classroom, and on our Google Classroom is a series of videos that you can do with your children, activities, anything from arts and crafts to physical activity and literacy programs. So we're encouraging families to come and join us, to join these programs. Like I mentioned, they're all free and they're available to you to utilize, especially now that they're virtual, regardless of where you are.
Thank you so much, Leanne.
I tried to go really fast because I know I'm at the end.
So I just wanted to say thank you for all the parents that came to our Zoom session tonight. Thank you for all our childcare partners, our before and after care, our rec programs. Thank you so much. The information you gave will definitely be useful for families. And as mentioned, all this information will be posted on our website as well as our YouTube page. And for those that do have the time at the end of our presentation, if there's any slide that you wanted us to go over or any questions that you have, we definitely can do that. Is there anyone that has any questions? I'll stop sharing my screen.
Hi, okay, sorry, I have a question. I've been very busy with my son during this whole time. So in the fall, he's going to St. Bridget's in Brooklyn. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Was anything said? So do I have to register him, or is he automatically enrolled with the before and after school program because he is already enrolled in St. Bridget's?
I can start, and then if anyone wants to add to the information, basically there is 2 types of registration. So when you register for school, it doesn't automatically register you for the before and after care program. Even though they're both in the same building, in the same school, they definitely have 2 individual registrations that needs to be done.
Oh, okay, thank you.
What? You're welcome.
Hi, I have a question. Hello?
Hello, sure.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, sorry. So where can I get this, all the information that you listed for for the early on programs?
Leanne is still online, so she can give you that information. Maybe type it in the chat. But what we've done tonight is we have recorded our session. So the communication department, maybe in the next day or so, will have our presentation posted on our YouTube page as well as our school website.
Oh, so where can I get those information then? Like the YouTube videos?
Leanne, if you are still here, maybe you can answer that. Maybe type in the chat for her.
Yeah, I've just put in the chat the email address for our early on. If you send them an email, they will certainly forward you the calendar, the information for the Google Classrooms, as well as any of our registered programs that are going to be coming up in April. So just the email is just earlyon.durham@ymcagta.org, and it's in the chat.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you, Leanne. Any other questions? Sarah and I are trying to go through everyone's page to see if any hands are up, or you can unmute if you like and ask your question or put it in the chat as well.
I can answer a question, Natasha, about indoor shoes in childcare. There's a parent who will be attending St. Wilfrid in the fall, or a child. We do like to have a pair of indoor shoes at the childcare if possible. But we understand that there's times where we need to share between the two. But it definitely, if we're able to, then we definitely do. And we encourage families to label all items just to make sure that that all items continue to stay with their child.
Thank you, Stacy. Any other questions? Was there anything we missed in the chat?
So, question again. So can we start registering now our kids, which is going to be part of enrolling this coming fall? With a what do you call this? With a before and after program? Are they accepting now?
I definitely think some of my colleagues may want to answer, but I definitely think if you're interested in a before and after school program, the earlier you connect with them, definitely the best. It's never too early to try to figure out what you would like to do in regards to before and after.
All right, thank you.
And if I can just add, most of our organizations do have a wait list where when parents call to inquire about care, we do take down your information and add it to our wait list. And it is on a first come, first serve basis. So like Natasha said, the sooner you call to inquire, the better it's going to be that we'll be able to answer your questions, provide you with the fee information, and get you on that wait list. And there are no fees or costs involved with putting you on a wait list.
Right. Great. Thank you.
There was another question in our chat from Nick P. Do you have to register by a certain time to make sure your child will be eligible for after school care at their school? I definitely think the earlier you inquire and register might be best. Some of my colleagues may want to chime in. The only reason why I say that is just due to the fact of COVID, staffing, making sure there's enough staff, making sure program is ready. So definitely the earlier the better, but there's no deadline. Like there's nowhere in writing saying if you wait till summertime, you can't get in, but dependent on numbers, programs may be full. I hope that answers your question, Nick P.
Somebody was asking a question there with regards to Pride with ratios. The ratios are 1 to 13 for kindergarten, 2 to 30 for our school agers, which would be majority of all the organizations out there. We're all mandated to follow the same requirements. So those are the ratios. And I don't know if there was another question. I thought I saw there was two. Somebody was asking if we have mobile apps for children's portfolios. So children's portfolios are kept in binders, but we do have access to sending that information home to families where they can kind of go through the stuff, whether it's artwork, they can keep the artwork, whether it's documentation, whether it's looking at just learning stories and stuff, where then the parents can also provide feedback and send them back.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Before we end again, we want to give our sincere thank you to all of our community partners for your continued support and dedication towards our earliest learners. We truly are grateful. Durham Catholic District School Board does value your continued support in seamless transitions to and from our kindergarten classrooms. I mentioned earlier tonight that I'm a former kindergarten teacher, and I can personally speak on how these before and after programs truly complement our kindergarten programs. So thank you as well to Allison, who came out this evening and gave some perspectives around programs in our local libraries, as well as reminding us the importance of reading. And at this time, again, we want to thank all of the parents and or guardians who participated this evening. Your involvement in your child's learning is important at every stage of their education. However, your participation tonight certainly will give your child a positive start on learning and help them make the most of kindergarten. So enjoy your night. And please remember, we've mentioned quite a few times this evening, but this Zoom will be found on our Durham Catholic District School Board webpage. I put the site in our group chat as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our community partners as well as the schools that you have enrolled in. Thank you again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.